You see, the sun is so powerful that our ancient and black ancestors worshipped it. Look at this is Egypt, you see, they worship the sun, you see. Even the Europeans put it as one of the days in a week, the sun day. But we modern blacks have a problem. We stopped worshipping the sun. We abandoned the sun. And now, there is death and disease everywhere. So let's go deeper. Before we go deeper, my name is Dave Partner. If you're watching my video for the first time, click this plus sign to follow me, click the heart icon, and then click the comment section to comment. Remember to share this video because I'm going to expose something in this video that you've never heard before that will guide you for life. Also, please click the share button and download this video because this kind of video gets taken down. Let's go ahead. Now, this is a typical black main road. People going to work, living their daily life in black. As you can see, 90% of people on this road are shielding themselves from the sun. They are locked inside cages that we call cars, movable cages. Only about a few of them are exposed to the sun. You see? Now roll back the time 100 years ago, you will see that nearly 90% of people here would be exposed to the sun. So now what is it about the sun that is so powerful that the ancient ones had to worship it? The sun gives something in science called vitamin D, especially if you have a black skin. It means your skin is a solar panel. You take energy from the sun, and this is vitamin D. Just one of the things they know that the sun gives. Vitamin D deficiency can cause a number of diseases, including rickets, a rare disease that causes bones to soften and bend in children. So in the olden days, right, we still do it today. If a child is having developmental delay, all right, especially in mobility, movement, if you take the person to a native doctor that knows what he's doing, the native doctor will take the child, put the child in a basket, cover the basket, right, and then put the child outside in the sun. 8 a.m., 8:30, the child will be in the sun till 11, before noonday, because in Igbo traditional religion, evil spirits appear at noonday, all right? So once it's 11, the child will be taken out. That's 3 hours of sunlight. In the evening, from around 3, the child will be put out again till around 5. That's another 2 to 3 hours of sunlight. Why did they say that evil spirits appear at noonday? To avoid heat stroke. Okay? So they say that when the evil spirit enters you, you have stroke. But now we know in science it is called heat stroke. When the sun boils your body so much, you will have stroke. So osteoporosis. Many people have bone issues, spinal cord is bending one side, pain from nowhere. Look, vitamin D. The sun is supposed to heal you of all this, and these are just few. All right. If you don't search deeper, you will not see some of the things I'm going to show you. This is the standard few, right? Now, can you see this? Vitamin D is as vital for mental health as it is essential for physical health. There is sufficient research to show that not having enough of the vitamin can lead to depression-like symptoms. Some people travel abroad and the first thing they say is depression in this country. Why wouldn't you have depression when they are moving from house to car to house? You are hiding from, you are avoiding the sun. And then before you go, you put sunscreen. Person with the name Iwanyanwu, they apply sunscreen. In Igbo land, there are cultures, there are people called Anyanwu, that is Wanyanwu, Iwanyanwu. Their names will give ancestors, their ancestors gave sun names relating to the sun. So some people bear it as surname till today. They don't know why. Why would your ancestor put that as a surname? In fact, they will craft gods named after the sun. But your skincare routine involves sunscreen. What an idiot. You are putting sunscreen, but your surname is Sun. Do you understand? We have abandoned the ways of our ancestors. The way they easily clock 120, 140 years old, we have abandoned it. So people will be having depression before you know it. Their marriage is having problems because once you're not mentally okay, everything will start collapsing around you. Do you understand? Thoughts of ending your life will be coming. Where is it coming? You are running from your source of energy. You're running low on vitamin energy. Look at the way our ancestors used to build houses. They don't build gigantic houses. All these multi-story building, they don't build it. The reason why the Europeans and the Asians build it is that their weather demands that they need to live in caves or cave-like houses so that they can be protected from the harsh weather. In Africa, it's the opposite. You need to live, houses are just for sleeping, to protect you from wild animals. 99% of your day, you're supposed to be outside. Look at this. If you look at this house, you can tell that this guy did not build this house to live in, to be passing the rest of his day inside. He can't stand inside this house. This house is just for sleeping. And that's why the house is very small. The rest of your day is supposed to be spent outside. And in case you don't know, right? I think this is Maasai, right? In Kenya. The Maasai tribe, the reason they wear red is because predators don't like red color. The predatory animals that could eat humans, the hyenas, the lions, the cheetahs, the leopards, the tigers, they don't like red color because there's no prey that they eat that is red. So that's why these people tie red color. It's not to protect them from the weather or anything. You understand? So if you look at the houses our forefathers used to build, they are hot, tiny, because they understand that they need to be warm with the sun. But now we have adopted foreign styled houses where the house is very large and you don't have any need to get to the sun. The sun is, some people can spend a whole year without getting up to 2 hours of sunlight. The whole year, I'm telling you. Picture the typical governor in Africa, right? Typical governor. He was moving from car to entourage to house to this. Even children nowadays no longer play at break time. Instead, the school now dismisses early to avoid break time. No sunlight. Depression anyway. It's not just about depression. Look at this. Like I told you, if you don't dig deeper, you're not going to see some of the things I'm telling you. Nearsightedness, which is myopia. These days, you see children of 5 years, 10 years, they're already wearing glasses. Nearsightedness develops in childhood, typically between the ages of 5 and 16. And it's closely linked to a lack of exposure to what? Sunlight. So most children are born with perfect eyesight, but they develop an eye problem because the system no longer allows them to experience sunlight. Eye doctors say more kids are developing the condition and at an earlier ages. Now in China, where they did the study, it was in China that they discovered that eye problem is linked to lack of sunlight. They discovered that 92% of Asians around there, 92% of young Asians under 25 have eye problem. It's almost commonplace now that if you see a young Chinese, you are seeing him with glasses. And these are some of the things that science has already discovered. Let me show you more. Studies have found that vitamin D and exposure to UV light have a protective effect against some bacteria and viruses. Some of the sicknesses you are trying to treat in different ways, look at it. In addition to helping to fight infections from things like influenza and tuberculosis, sunlight has also been found to help your immune system regulate diseases and what? I know many people fighting this disease, psoriasis. Sorry guys, what do you think is happening here? These are sick people being kept outside of the hospital. They are outside in the open. What are they doing? They are collecting sunlight. In case you think that's fake, look at this. Hospitals abroad used to expose sick people to sunlight. Now they no longer have enough space because of population, so they scrapped, many of them scrapped this system. Look at nurses attending to sick people outside. I'll tell you why. This is a study, you can Google it. How does exposure to sunlight affect patients in the hospital? Okay, so exposure to sunlight has been found to have various effects on patients in the hospital. One study found that operating room nurses who had limited sunlight exposure exhibited poorer mental health compared to the others when doctors are complaining that their mental health is messed up. Look at this. While chronic okay, so the study suggested that greater sunlight exposure hours per day and sleep regularity were negatively associated with poor mental health, while chronic diseases was positively associated with it. So people having chronic diseases, incurable diseases, you need sunlight. Look at this. Participants were 38,000 people, and what did they find? Results revealed that patients' length of stay was shorter for those near the window compared to those near the door. People taking sunlight stay less time in hospitals. They recover faster. Please follow me. Click this plus sign or go to my page and follow me. Look at my